Ladies and gentlemen, today's movie is considered one of the best worst movies ever made. Howard the Duck, people. Howard the Duck. In the 80s, George Lucas was huge. After Star Wars, he mostly did producing, but he was one of those guys who people thought could do no wrong. After working with Willard Hikes and his wife on American Graffiti, Lucas showed off a comic series by Marvel that he was reading at the time, Howard the Duck. The comics focused on an anthropomorphic duck from outer space going on various different adventures. Originally meant to be animated, the movie was meant to be an adaptation of the character's origin story from the comics. And yes, this technically is the first Marvel comic turned movie. All of these started with this. So let's see what all the fuss is about. This is Howard the Duck. We begin in an alternate universe called Duck World, where everyone evolved from, you guessed it, ducks. So it's kind of like the Super Mario Bros. Movie, with that alternate world where humans evolve from lizards. Yeah, I said it. I said I like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I said I liked it. Yeah. We then see Howard in his apartment, unwinding with magazines, television, and a cigar.
Just a super jock, kids. Charles and Madge. Come on, let's hear it for him, folks. Oh no, it's a quake.
Anyway, thumbs up this video for epic earthquake.
Oh, shut up. Soon Howard is sucked out of his apartment and we see duck boobs. This movie brought to you by some weirdos at DeviantArt. And Howard is beamed from his home planet down to Earth.
What is, what was, and what will be start here with the words, in the beginning there was Howard the Duck.
I hope the narrator at least had fun saying that absurdity. Howard lands on Earth in the 1980s, where crazy haircuts and biker assholes reign supreme and are threatening humanoid ducks in alleyways.
We finally found you a name! What is this?
After almost getting killed by potentially everything and anything, Howard ends up landing in a trash can. In that same alleyway, Beverly, the lead singer from that band from earlier, Cherry Bomb, is about to get mugged by some more assholes. And if you're curious, yes, she's played by Leah Thompson.
That's it. No more Mr. Nice Duck. No one laughs at a master of quack foo.
So he beats up the punks. Somehow. I guess quack foo really isn't something to mess with. And Beverly, while weirded out, is grateful.
I'm asking, what is this place?
Cleveland?
Cleveland? Uh-huh. That's a perfect weird name for this planet.
Planet? No, that's the city. The planet's... You don't know the planet?
Lady, it's a 3-foot talking duck. Do you think he knows what planet he's on? She begins to leave, but she feels bad for him, so she lets him stay in her place for the night. They talk for a little bit and get to know each other. Later, after Howard falls asleep, Bev goes through his wallet. Oh, puns. Great. The next day, Beverly takes Howard to Phil, a goofy scientist. You could say he's a quack. Damn it, now I'm making duck puns. Played by Tim Robbins. Don't really feel bad for him. Every good actor ends up doing awful movies. And if you think this is the worst, no. I've seen Al Pacino stand next to Adam Sandler in drag.
Undoubtedly, one of Earth's greatest minds here.
After Phil makes a bunch of asinine theories about Howard having superpowers, don't ask, it's revealed that Phil is actually a janitor.
So, Philzy, you a scientist or a janitor?
Ooh, unintentional connection to Planet 51, furthering my theory that all the movies we've been looking at in September are all secretly connected. Yeah, and speaking of asinine theories, Howard and Beverly leave in a huff, ending with Howard wanting Beverly to just leave him alone.
Don't shed any tears over me, Toots.
You can wallow in your own self-pity!
Right. Well, who needs you? I don't need anybody.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, just duck already! But Howard, all by his lonesome now, grabs life by the bootstraps and looks for a job.
They send me all the psycho cases, all the misfits, all the phonies and the fakers who think that by traipsing in here looking outlandish, they're not going to be able to find work.
Hey, it's 'cause he's a duck, isn't it? But she does get him a job, as a janitor at a whorehouse. And this is one of the main complaints of the movie I have to agree with. The movie's tone is really inconsistent. The premise sounds like a family movie, but there's a lot of adult content, and it's not rated R, but it is rated PG, and this was before PG-13 was invented. Thanks, Spielberg. So I'm willing to bet families ended up seeing this.
Wait, I can't swim!
Whoops, guess I slept.
Okay, why is it sometimes people are freaked out by him, other times people don't seem to notice that he's a 3-foot talking humanoid duck? Howard quits, and after a sad montage and a rather humorous performance from this guy,
That's a duck, man!
Howard winds up in a bar where Cherry Bomb happens to be playing with their slimeball manager in the crowd. As a side note, with the barbed wire around the stage, do you think Cherry Bomb's gonna perform the Rawhide theme next?
I'm gonna invite her up to my place tonight for a little career manipulation.
Haha, we are generic and have no personality outside of wanting money. Haha.
Is this gonna be easy? Or is this gonna be trouble?
Oh, you know what the scene calls for? Fight music!
You hear some shit and you can't refuse it. It's just some shit for these kids that trash their rules with. Just refuse whenever they ask to do shit. The type of shit that you don't have to ask who produced it. You just know that's the new shit. The type of shit that causes mass confusion. The drastic movement of people acting stupid.
You must be Casey. Meet Howard.
Wow. Hi, Howie. We've heard so much about you. Of course, we didn't believe it.
Howard!
Later that night, Howard and Beverly get busy.
You think I might find happiness in the animal kingdom, Ducky?
Like they say, Dal. Love's strange. We could always give it a try.
This movie brought to you by some weirdos at DeviantArt.
Night.
Phil and these two scientists walk in, that's pretty awkward, and they reveal where Howard came from. He's there because of a failed experiment involving a laser that can pull things from other worlds, and Howard was pulled in by an accident. And if they can find a way to reverse the laser effect, they can get Howard back home. They get to the lab, but it seems that another life form was pulled in, this one being bigger and meaner. Cops then show up and try to arrest Howard.
You were gonna go play sitting duck in a jail cell.
Lieutenant, what's the charge, sir?
Illegal alien.
Hey, it's because he's a duck, isn't it? Beverly is able to help Howard escape, and they come across Professor Jennings. At first they think he's crazy, but after taking refuge in this diner, he reveals that he is possessed by a dark alien overlord.
Dead.
Yes, you are.
You think that's funny, Jennings?
I'm not jetting anymore.
All hell breaks loose as a group of truckers and a Chinaman try to kill Howard. Get it? The Asian guy tries to behead a duck. Do you get it? The Dark Overlord then destroys the place and takes Beverly. That's gross. Howard and Tim Robbins find each other, and after some snooping and even more witty banter...
That's really profound, Howard. Could you find the toolbox?
Yeah, I know why you want a toolbox. You got a screw loose.
They're able to repair an ultralight and fly into the base and save Beverly. It results in a chase scene with some cops, but they're able to give them the slip and get into the base. While that's going on, the Dark Overlord sneaks into the base and absorbs power from a nuclear reactor. So with Beverly strapped to the laser beam, don't ask, the Overlord is ready to bring his kind down to Earth. But Tim Robbins and Howard show up and are ready to use the disintegrator laser. We get a face-off between the two unearthly life forms. Soon the Dark Overlord reveals his true form, and it is badass. The stop-motion effects were done by the amazing Phil Tippett, who you might know from Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and RoboCop. He grew so fond of the Overlord puppet, he named him Alan. Howard blasts the Overlord in the laser, which means that there's going to be no more invasion, but it seems that Howard is now stuck on Earth forever. But he doesn't mind. Time to end the movie with the awesome theme song. So that was Howard the Duck. Is it stupid? Yes. Did I enjoy it? Also yes. I liked the characters. I thought the effects, especially for the budget that they had, was pretty impressive. The story was a decent recreation of the comics, and I even thought that the dialogue was witty. Is this a perfect movie, though? Absolutely not. And I can see why a lot of people didn't really like it. And it seems that there's not going to be any plans for a future Howard movie anytime soon. But for me, I've seen a lot worse movies. I'm the Media Wiz, because One Art Form wasn't enough, and next week, Media Ween starts up again.